All right, ladies and gentlemen, dude, let's go. I told you guys, I wasn't messing around. We got the Monday stream on deck. How's everybody doing? Let's go. We got the full webcam set. Well, it's not a webcam, but we got the full setup going. Your Twitch doesn't work, dude. There's a lot of people on Twitch right now. I don't know what you're talking about, man. Other than the one person on YouTube that's saying this is already a pre-recorded stream. We're good, man. Other than that, everything's all good. Welcome to our first Monday stream in a hot minute. Mr. Maddox Jones, queso dip. That was not spelled like traditional queso, by the way. Solid, Azrake, BB Hunter, Hudsy, all with the subs and resubs. Appreciate that. Not as fancy, but getting a 1650 from my Dell 3060 Optiplex to make an emulator gaming setup. Very nice. Yeah, I'm actually huge right now on like retro gaming, emulator gaming, and whatnot. Like in an era of modern gaming being so bad, except what we're about to play tonight, which I'm actually really excited about. Yeah, I think retro gaming is on its way to a huge return, if not already. I think a lot of people are starting to gravitate towards some of the older stuff. Handy music. Goodwood with the 24. The 24-month resub says 2 years of watching on Twitch. Goodwood, thank you very much, man. Two years is insane. Snobby with that first Max Verstappen says, hi Zach, how often should someone clean the liquid from a liquid cooled gaming PC? What? Why is that so quiet? My bad. I got you. My fault. It should be louder next time. My official recommendation is to not try to clean your liquid cooled liquid. Don't. Is that rage bait? I don't know what you're talking about, but don't. I drank the liquid after. Maybe I'm missing out. That might be. Yeah, dude. That might be the meta. Sir Bob with Twitch Prime sub. Cayman with the Twitch Primer. And Shadow with the Twitch Prime. Appreciate that. The best popcorn also. And GTA Gamer with the super chat says, you're gaming with my GPU. Well, I don't have the GPU yet, as you can tell. But we do have the... Something up with the camera? Oh no, what happened? Oh, I see it. I see it. What is going on? Brother. If we switch over here, is it still... Is it just the camera? This is what we're gaming with tonight. I don't know what happened, man. DLSS artifacts? Dude, what's going on with my camera? It's the camera, yeah. Dude, good thing we got the buildings. Dude, I'm just gonna have to build, aren't I? This is my sign. We're just gonna have to build. Snobby with another... I don't know what currency that is, but it's 10,000, which equals 22 USD. So thank you. I mean, change the liquid. How often should you change it? Got it. Got it. I was actually thinking, I promise I wasn't rage baiting you. I was actually thinking of an AIO, not a custom water-cooled system. Unfortunately, I'm not the person to ask for that. I have no idea, man. I have never done a custom water-cooled build in my entire life. And I want to because like I probably should, but like I have no aspirations of doing it outside of that. I don't know. I think they do it like every like what, 1 to 3 years. You should do one. What I should do is drink some coffee, man. Although I mistakenly did not put my lid on the right side. There we go. Now I won't be hitting the mic. It's a coffee kind of night. coffee kind of day, man. It's a heavy caffeine day. Bro, get some beer. It's not a bad idea, man. I'm washed with Twitch Prime sub. Thank you. All right, can we go back to this camera? Is this okay? Oh, dude, crazy delay. Dude, this camera's been so good for us. What happened? Are we not going to be able to do this? Hold on, let's give it a good old-fashioned reboot. Why is it so delayed? Dude, we've been using this camera all the time. Brother, I'm so happy that I have multiple cameras. That's really saving us. Otherwise, we'd be screwed. We're gonna do a good old-fashioned turn it off, turn it back on. I don't know if you guys have heard of that trick before, but actually most people have not. It's one of my go-to moves. What do you think of a 7500F and a 7600? If you find a good deal on it, then I think that's a perfectly decent combination. I haven't been hunting for 7600s too often. If you find it at the right price, then go for it. But I mean, they're usually just not in stock, at least the places I look. So you usually only find them like severely overpriced. Okay, how about we do that? Okay, now can we please? Is it good? No, there's still a delay. Brother. I feel like that delay wasn't as bad though, was it? Dang, that's crazy. Ruck Duck. Dude, that is quite a name. With the $10 super chat says, Micro Center offers a good bundle on a 5500 with 16 gigs of RAM, and I already have a spare 7600. So I'm thinking of making a console-like PC, but don't know if this setup would be competent. It is competent. I mean, the Steam machine is using a GPU close to the RX 7600 in terms of performance. It does have a better CPU than the 5500 though. The main problem with, or not problem, but like the main obstacle with I've said in a couple videos now, what's going to become super popular, if not already, are console style gaming PCs, because now that we see that the Steam machine is really fun for couch gaming, and SteamOS, it works great on a TV, everybody's going to want to do that. But a lot of people have 4K TVs. So you need a gaming PC that can output at a good performance, you know. Thankfully, FSR or DLSS, probably even better, has come a long way to allow us to do that. But you got to keep that in mind. Like, unless if you have a 1080p TV, but I mean, if you go to Walmart, Target, like all the TVs are 4K now. You know, it's been like that for a while. So you either need to have some sort of upscaling solution, or just a really powerful system. That makes sense. All right, I got the chats up and running here. Okay, I'm gonna try. I'm kind of suspecting I know what the problem is, but I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, dude, that is still. We are definitely not going to be able to do what I intended, the live stream. But hold on, I think I can. I'm gonna try something real quick. I actually have like a really fun stream plan. 374 AMXS says, it's wild to think one of my old Air Force pals is a bona fide influencer. So happy to see you thriving. Dude, I already lost it. I have no idea who this is. But as I was reading your name, I was like, dude, that is ringing a serious bell. 374 AMXS? Is that Japan? I think that was our Japan base. Dude, who is it? That was a long time ago, man. Thank you for the $20 dono. That's crazy. 370. I think that was Japan. That's wild, man. Thank you. Stuart with the super chat says, what should I upgrade? I have a Ryzen 5 7600, 9070 XT, 32 gigs of RAM, 850 watt power supply, 1440p non-OLED. Pretty sure it's IPS. Probably OLED. I think you included in your message that you don't have an OLED because you know I'm going to recommend an OLED. I mean, if you're playing, you know, I wouldn't upgrade a 9070 XT. That's as good as AMD can provide. But if you have a 7600 can hang perfectly fine with that graphics card. But if you are specifically playing CPU demanding games or competitive first-person shooters, something that benefits from a faster CPU, then maybe you consider upgrading to an X3D, like a 9800X3D, 9850X3D, or even a 7800X3D. Those would all be significant improvements in the CPU department. But if you're like mostly playing AAA games and you're fine with your CPU performance, then probably an OLED or some type of other peripheral. It doesn't sound like your system needs any other upgrade other than that. John with the Twitch Prime sub says, worth it to go OLED on a 1660 Super? No, not in my opinion. You can always make a case for an OLED. Just to be clear, if you have a 1650 or a GT 1030 and you want an OLED, you can do that. But my stance is if you're going to spend minimum... My stance is if you're going to spend a minimum of $400, probably more, on an OLED, personally, I'd rather put that money into a better graphics card. You can upgrade that 1660 Super with $400 pretty significantly. That's what I'd rather do. But you can if you want. LA Army Guy is back. We haven't seen LA Army Guy for a hot minute. With the $10 super chat. It blows my mind that the build you made me is $10,000 now, WTF. This situation is insane. Any thoughts on when the bubble bursts? I've been thinking before the end of the year, at least somewhat. Before the end of the year. I don't share that opinion at all, man. I think we will go through a bubble bursting scenario. I don't think these AI companies can continue to not make a profit and just continue gathering venture capital funding. I think that bubble will pop at some point and there will be like a bubble bursting event in the PC hardware space. I don't think it's gonna happen within at least a year though. At least. That's like absolute minimum if I had to guess. But I do think some sort of event like that, it's not going to be like an instant thing, but I do think we will see it. The current VC funded companies, the rate we're at right now because of AI and because these investors are just they're just throwing so much money into non-profitable companies. Dude, that's a good old-fashioned double. Let's go. On a Monday, the double Max Verstappen on Twitch and YouTube. I appreciate you guys very much. On a Monday, nonetheless. The first Max Verstappen was Scott with the 25 tier 1 gifted subs. That's absolutely insane. Thank you, man. Scott coming in clutch per usual. Also, Ruck Duck again with the $10 super chat says, hear me out. NVIDIA and AMD bring back SLI/Crossfire in an attempt to increase GPU sales without having to release new tech. Plus, would I get to enjoy the coolest tech in PC gaming history? I do miss that era of Crossfire and SLI. I never really hammered it, but like we kind of already have that if you really want it with lossless scaling. It's just you don't really need it with a high-end GPU, but you can do it to some degree, the 2 GPU setup if you want to. And if you have a card like a 1660 Super, then I would consider it even more. Try and get like a secondary GPU for upscaling or frame generation. It works very well. What is the plan for this stream? Well, dude, I have a seriously elaborate plan, but oh, maybe it. Oh, see, now we're good, right? Is there a lag? I think there might be a small lag, or are we back to normal? It's smooth. It's smooth. Is there an audio lag or it's good? All right, I think I know what fixed it. No lag. I see no delay, looks normal. Okay. All right. We're gonna come back to it. We're gonna chill for a little bit longer. We'll come back to it just to see if it holds strong. Cause dude, I got an elaborate plan for tonight's stream and for the rest of this week. I need that camera working. I think I know what fixed it. Yeah, there might be a tiny audio delay just because we are using multiple cameras and one mic, and like trying to perfectly offset them is a little difficult. As long as it's not like terrible. But I think it's good though. Like it's at least not terrible, right? There might be a little bit of an audio sync issue, but especially if I come down here, like, are you guys gonna notice an audio sync issue if I'm down here in the corner or no? You think we can get away with that? Not bad. There's a slight lag. We ain't gonna notice that. Looks solid. Leaked. Stop. That might be my new favorite running joke of the live stream. Except it terrifies me, so I'm laughing in fear. I'm probably not, just like usual, guys, I'm probably not going to be able to read every single paragraph long PC building help, so please keep that in mind. I'll do my best. Dustin with the 300 biddies says, should I keep my B660 and a 14700F and 64 gigs of RAM, or switch to a B550 X570 and the 5800 X3D while retaining 64 gigs? No. Guys, I need to put that on repeat. Maybe we create like a stream button that allows me to repeat the answers, because I know you guys you're not tuned into the live stream 24/7, which is understandable. I do not recommend you side grade from Intel 13th or 14th generation to AM4. I don't recommend that at all. I understand you can do that because you can keep your DDR4 RAM, but you have a 14700F. That's a really, really good CPU still. I would not recommend side grading. I think your next upgrade should just be to AM5. And for that, you're gonna have to spend a lot of money. But you have a good CPU. In my opinion. You can side grade all you want. That's just what I would do. Cayman with 13 months says, hope you're settling nicely in Texas. Had a dream you were in. And I introduced myself, but the interaction was kind of weird. Dude, I'm weirded out you just telling me about this interaction. Sorry I was weird in your dream though. Duck McNuggies with a 1000 biddies says, should I swap my 14900F to an AIO or keep it air cooled? Ooh, yikes. If you have a temperature problem, then yes. If you're fine with your temperatures, then no. Keep it simple. Can a 14900F benefit from an AIO? Yes, for sure. But if your temperatures are fine, then I wouldn't say it's a hard requirement. It just all depends, man. KISS? Yeah, KISS. If you haven't heard of the acronym KISS, keep it simple, I wouldn't call you stupid. But that's what the acronym is. I like just keep it simple. That boy Big T with the Twitch Prime sub, thank you. GTA Gamer with the super chat. War Thunder with the tier 1 gifted. Backlog Gaming, I like that name, with the 300 biddies says, I want to turn my old AM4 into a server. What do you suggest the minimum? With what was a mid-tier build with the 2060 Super? I think if you're going to do a home server, you just use what you have, man. There is no minimum hardware for a home server. One of the very, very fun aspects of a home server is you can just reuse whatever old hardware you have. There's no minimum requirement for a home server. Now, if you're trying to do something like sophisticated with like a certain application, that might have its own minimum requirements. But like if you want to like set up a NAS or maybe set up like a VM or two, learn Docker, you know, learn some networking stuff, like there is no minimum. You use whatever hardware you have. That's why home labbing and home server stuff is really fun. Zach with a K with the tier 1 sub. Dota with the super chat. Does lossless scaling work with AMD and NVIDIA? Yep. Eco with the super chat. Knock. Dude, why are these names getting crazy? Knock with the super chat. 10 with the $5 super chat says, are you booked for custom build requests? Yes. I think I'll go with the answer is yes. I am completely filled up on that. A full 0 of 0 on the custom build request. Now, I will say, we are opening up our pre-built website to allow for way more customization than what it has now. 5090 didn't fit. I know, dude. I'm LA Army guys here. I'm still slightly traumatized from my last custom build request. I have not actually recovered from that yet. So yeah, we're all booked up, unfortunately. Sorry. Marco with the super chat. Painful with the 67. That's obnoxious. Month tier 2 resub. And his comment is, of course, 6-7. You had to do it. It's understandable. War Thunder with the 300 biddies. I have a 2080 Super and an i9 9th Gen with 24 gigs of DDR4. What should I upgrade? I would go AM4 or AM5. I would upgrade your CPU first. You will get better FPS with a CPU increase. For sure, even with the 2080 Super. And if you upgrade your GPU past or much, like significantly farther than a 2080 Super, you will definitely be bottlenecked. So I would go CPU for sure. Eternal with the 500 biddies says, have you seen Streamer Games? No. I know what it is, but I don't watch it. I did not watch it. Super Pal, thank you for the resub. Zach, I have a dare for you. That does not sound in my best interest. Backlog Gaming with the 1000 biddies says, I want to turn my old AM4 into a server. What do you I already read that. What? I already read that one. Oh, is this a 2-part question? Oh, also, do you believe a 7800X 3D and a 9070 XT to be overkill for VR sim? No, you can't be overkill for VR. Or simming. No, not at all. You can never have enough performance for VR and sim racing, sim flying. I don't know. No, I don't consider that overkill. Gmu with the Twitch Prime sub, thank you. Ruck with the $5 super chat says, I run games on my 9070 XT and lossless on my 6500 XT. Great setup. Also, the Peerless Assassin cools the 9800 X3D with 0 effort. Just saying. Oh yeah, the Peerless Assassin is an absolute beast. The Peerless Assassin is one of the very best price to performance CPU coolers. Air, water, whatever. It like Compared to anything, it's some of the best cooling per dollar value on the entire market, for sure. But a 6500 XT as your second GPU with a 9070 XT, that's wild. I never heard something like that before. I don't think your 9070 XT needs lossless scaling, but you do you, man. Are you getting delayed chats? Well, I'm trying to stay caught up on the subs and resubs and the donos and whatnot, and those are delayed. I've been scrolling down, but I think I'm no, I'm not caught up. I'm trying. Marco with $2 super chat, thank you. No, the actual chat I can see live. Dude, I can see as soon as you guys type it. I'm on the spot on that one, but I'm trying to stay up to date on the money messages right now. EU with the super chat says, hello from Romania. I have a 9070 XT with a 9700X, 32 gigs of DDR5. What should I upgrade for Roblox in 8K? Roblox in 8K. I think you're. That's got to be rage bait. See, my only problem is, what if they did just donate $7, and it's not rage bait? I would guess a man of culture. I would guess that that's rage bait, but like it could be legit. How do you say trolling in Romanian? I think we just saw it, man. I think we just saw it. Okay. All right. So that camera still appears to be good. So I think I know what the problem is. And unfortunately, that's going to result in me having to do all sorts of crazy stuff over here just so I can pay attention to the stream. If you must know, I was remoting into my streaming PC so I could like see OBS on my computer, and I don't think that that's going to particularly work right now. And this setup is gonna need, oh yeah, man, this setup's gonna need some serious tweaking. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do my, oh yeah, this is gonna be bad. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do what I originally intended to do over here. Jay West with the $2 super chat. Is it worth upgrading the 5800 XT to a 5800 X3D? It's a good question. Ooh, I don't know if I'm comfortable answering that, man. That's a tough one. You know, honestly, I would probably lean no. Again, you guys can do whatever you want. But like, would I do that? No, I would not do that. I think the 5800 XT is really good. Is the 5800 X3D better? 100%. But I wouldn't spend $300 for that type of an upgrade, personally. You know, if we get 2 or 3 years into Ramageddon and nothing changes, maybe my answer changes. But like for right now, I don't think so. I don't think so. What do you guys think? Mr. McAllen with the $5 super chat says, hey Zach, I'm building my first PC thanks to watching your videos. It will be a 9060 XT, 9600X, 32 gigs of DDR5. Any advice while I build it? I've given out a ton of PC building advice. Take your time, watch videos, research ahead of time, research as much as possible so you're ready to go. Pookie with the super chat says, I have a 9950 X3D and a 5090, and I'm gaming on that weird 540 hertz monitor and made my old 4K 240 hertz monitor secondary. Is that weird? I'm for real, by the way. No, I game on a 5090 and a 1440p 540 hertz as well. I don't think that's weird. I would rather game at 1440p than 4K personally, even with a 49 or a 5090. I'd rather get that way higher FPS. There's just not that big of a graphical jump from 1440p to 4K, but there is a jump going from 100 to 200 FPS, in my opinion. I know that's very generalized, but I like the FPS bump up. Benji with the super chat, thank you. So are we good on this camera? Is this watchable or no? Are you guys okay with this or no? Because if not, we can just delay the plans I have for the PC until tomorrow. Okay, definitely. It's good to go. Okay. All right. Well, here's what the game plan is. Oh, we're in an ad break. I don't want to explain this during an ad break. All right, we'll chill for another minute or two. Oh wow, we just hit 150,000 followers on Twitch. Let's go. That just happened. Like a minute ago. I didn't even know we were close to a fun number. Thank you guys very much for all those follows. That's wild. Twitch doesn't give plaques. Actually, I think they do once you get like big time baller. Don't you get one for like, do you get one for $1 mil? I think they do. When is our 2 mil mod trip? I don't know if we can do that, man. We are doing a 2 mil small celebration on Friday at the office, assuming we hit it, which I think we're going to by Friday. At the office, we're not doing a LAN party. It's like 2 mil's not like super exciting. I think we should, you know, spend maybe a few hours celebrating and realizing how far we've come, but we're going to take a half day at work at the office, and after lunch, or for lunch and after lunch, I'm going to buy everybody food, and we're just going to hang out at the office. We're going to play pool, play on the Steam machine, play on our little arcade setup, which I just built over the weekend. We're just kind of a fun Friday at the office to celebrate. But that's all I got, man. Yeah, 2 mil is, I mean, 2 mil's crazy, but it just doesn't, I don't know, man. We're just like on to the next one. On to 3. It's not as exciting, but I am excited. Bro, 5 minutes of ads is actually insane. Well, it's funny you say that because first of all, it's only 3, which is a significant difference. But also, the reason we run ads is because of this gaming PC giveaway. The only way that we can constantly give out gaming PC giveaways here on Twitch is because of you guys watching ads. All of the ad money goes directly towards PCs like this. This is our 19th gaming PC giveaway that we've done on Twitch. So all you got to do is hit !giveaway. Make sure you log in via Twitch. You'll earn points from watching these streams. And then about every 6 weeks or so, we will raffle them off. And then when's the next raffle? What's it say? August 27th. So that's soon. 2 weeks from Thursday. We're going to raffle that one off. So from now until then, you guys can earn points totally for free. You, of course, get bonus points. We're pay to win friendly here. I have to be. I got to feed my family. So like subs, gifted subs, bits and whatnot, that gives you a few extra points, but you can earn a significant amount of points for totally free. And it is a worldwide giveaway, but shipping is only covered in the United States. Teddy, so yeah, that is why you watched 3 minutes of ads, not 5. Unless if Twitch is lying to me, but I got it set at 3, boom. I think it's 6 minutes an hour. Teddy Beats with $5 super chat says, my 2016 rig is a decade old. GTX 1080 was a 4K card back then. It aged out, but why does 4K capable in 2026 cost 3K? Do you really need me to list off the answers to that question, or are we just like ranting together? I think you know the answers. There's a few. AI is one of them. I don't think you actually need me to answer that though, but it's fine if you want to come here and vent. and send a $5 super chat. I appreciate that. But yeah, it sucks, man. It's not what it used to be. Skyrat with the 300 biddies says, is the giveaway in the Okonos Uno? No, it's not. Here, I can show you a better picture of the giveaway. No, the current giveaway is in the Montec TG3, which I love because it's a $60 case, which is absolutely insane. Where'd my photos go? Look at this thing, man. That's the giveaway PC. That is the Montec TG3 for 60 bucks. It comes with 4 pre-installed RGB fans. Well, it's actually like, this is a 360 mil like fan assembly. It's all one unit, but essentially 4 120s. It's got that super clean leaked. The giveaway is leaked. Super clean silver PSU basement. Yeah, it's beautiful, man. I really like that case. I'm using it again for an upcoming YouTube video. I'm actually building it tomorrow at the office. That's an awesome case. I agree. Shadia with the 12-month. Bladed Acro. Tylenol. TS Tuda. Testuda. Thank you guys very much for the subs and resubs. Green leaked. Yeah, my bad. Okay. So here, let me pause the music real quick. This is, I gotta readjust the stream schedule, but we'll figure it out. So here's what we're doing, ladies and gentlemen. I'm actually very excited for this. I need to start daily driving new GPUs. I talked about this last week a little bit. I don't want to fall out of touch with how hardware is performing in 2026. Like, I'm not anywhere close to falling out of touch in terms of like what hardware is available, the pricing. Like I'm buying parts, I'm building budget build guides, all that every day, or yeah, almost every day. But I'm not actually using older hardware now, and I don't know how GPUs like the 1660 Super actually performs with games that are launching today. You know, like we will sometimes use a 1660 Super in a build guide, but then we have Sam benchmark it. I can just look at the numbers, but I don't really get how it feels. I don't get how the low part, well, this doesn't even have DLSS, but like how FSR responds to this and what types of settings and whatnot that you can get away with on a 1660 Super. I think this card is some of the very best value that you can find, at least here in the United States, for $100. These are usually on average like 100, or I'm sorry, like 90 to like 120 at the very high end. I probably wouldn't pay 120, but for about $100, it's some of the best value, in my opinion, that we can find right now for the budget builds. The minimum required PSU from NVIDIA is 450 watts, so you can pretty much use it for everything. It only needs a single 6+2 connector. And according to charts, like GPU comparison charts. Okay, we're still good. All right, the stream is still good. Yeah. Like compared to the GPU comparison charts, it's slightly over an RX 580 in terms of just raw straight up performance. It's about level with a previous gen 1070, which is even older, and it's slightly under a newer RTX 3050. So, but at only $90, this could provide you with some serious value. So what we're going to do today and for the rest of this week up into the Thirsty Thursday live stream is I'm going to uninstall my 5090 and we're going to swap in this little baby. Can you guys see that? This little baby 1660 Super and just play some brand new games with it. On tonight's stream, I actually want to show you the process of how I would swap GPUs, how I'm going to run DDU, reinstall the drivers, set up MSI Afterburner for the overlays. And if we have enough time, I'll play the first game tonight. If not, we'll definitely start playing games on Tuesday and Wednesday. And then for Thursday during the stream, I will still have this 1660 Super in my build. So I'm actually really excited. Now, I do have a 9800 X3D, which is obviously not a good combination with the 1660 Super, but this is going to allow us to see the absolute best case scenario of a 1660 Super, because a CPU bottleneck is not exactly what we are going to have. Leak the plan for the stream? Yeah. Completely leaked. But yeah, that's the plan. Are you guys on board for that? Does that sound like a decent idea, or was that just a dumb leak? How do you guys feel about that? That's definitely a CPU bottleneck, yeah. Yeah, the X3D might hold it back. Leak the GPU color. Excellent idea, thank you. What kind of chair? I have no idea. I bought off Amazon. It's an office chair. RAM bottleneck, yeah. The 32 gigs of DDR5 might be a bottleneck as well. Skywrap with 300 biddies. Scott with the 500 biddies. Marco with the $5 super chat. Should I get the PowerSpec G763 at Micro Center for my wife? I have no idea what that is. Or I don't know what the specs of that are. Sorry. Thank you guys very much for all the subs and resubs. Does this setup still have an OLED? Yeah. 1660, and then I can see what is a 1660 Super really like with an OLED. Okay, so I think we're about ready. I did some prep work on the PC last night. If you were watching my Instagram stories, I actually cleaned it all out. So when I go to swap out this GPU, hopefully it's not terribly dusty. But I also added a double 6+2 power connector, and it's just kind of hidden, like exposed, but behind the 5090, because the 5090 has the 12 volt connector, obviously. So I should be able to swap in and out GPUs. At least that's the plan. Vertically mounted 1660 Super? Exactly. It's a good test bench. It actually is a good test bench, because like we can just like, it's right here. We can see it. We can smell it. We can hear it and whatnot. So I am going to shut my computer down. And we're going to swap that out. I shouldn't have to move the PC. I should be able to just do it right here. When you say we, you mean you? No, this is a team effort. If this goes wrong, this is also your guys' fault. This is definitely not a me thing. Everybody is involved here. If you are here watching, you are involved. I think you forgot DDU. So that's what I'm going to show. I actually do DDU after swapping out the GPU. I know some people do it. I know some people have like a very elaborate DDU sequence, and I don't think I ever like actually researched what other people do, but you can use DDU just fine after the fact. So the PC is shut off. I am going to turn off my power supply, because as you can see, we still have some residual power there, and that makes me nervous. Would you guys rather have this camera or that one? I guess that one, right? Is that better? Chicken legs? Brother, I did legs today. I don't skip leg day. When you're 6'3", I'm not trying to make excuses, but the proportions are just a little bit different than the people that are 5'7" and get jacked in 6 months. It's just a little different, man. Bald spot cam. All right, which one should we do? This one or the build cam? I mean, this one shows both, so I'm kind of... Which one you guys feeling? 6'3" for real? Yeah, I'm for real, man. Everyone's always surprised when I'm tall in real life. But then they call me out for chicken legs, and it's like, brother, it's hard, man. I don't skip leg day. The saturated one? Which one's saturated? Oh yeah, wow, there is a little bit of a color discrepancy. The front one's peak? Alright. I think it's just because you want to see my thighs, but... Alright, let me uninstall this real quick. This is a huge yeah, see how much you guys can actually see from this? It's a great camera angle, man. This part of the stream should only take 5 minutes. Famous last words. Oh, brother. This 12 volts in there. At least it's not loose. All right, 12 volt. I feel like I should use the other. No, this is not a BBZ. Well, actually it is, but this is not a... This is the old school BBZ, not the new school BBZ. 10-second GPU swap? No, it's gonna take a little bit longer, man. I may build PCs in 3 minutes, but... Okay. Is that it? Oh, it's only a 2-slot, my bad. Okay, now I'm gonna unplug everything. And hopefully no cables go flying. And then the hard part about this case is the riser cable. You gotta reach back there, but we have done it. The 5090 is, dude, I haven't taken the 5090 out in a hot minute. While we are here, shake it? No, dude, I'm not gonna shake it. That's gonna expose how dusty it is. But if you are wondering the size difference of a 5090 compared to a 1660 Super, I mean, they're pretty close. It's close. Right? I mean, that's it's pretty reasonable. Okay, my build is gonna look insane. So, as far as I can tell, I see no difference. Yeah, I mean, it's about exactly the same. Maybe like half an inch. Super close? Yeah. So the only downside of this is like, you know, not all of my neighbors, remember, we just moved in. I'm trying to make a good first impression. I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying to be the cool tech guy in the neighborhood. And since not everybody has been to my house yet, what if like tomorrow is the day that one of these other neighbors come into my house and they're like, oh, nice. Like my office is right here. Like they walk in and they're like, oh, that's a cool PC. What GP? And then they see like this little guy. Like what? It's in that PC. It's gonna look a little funky. I'm a little worried about being judged for my GPU size. I think that, as far as I know, that's the only downside of this entire plan. Still above average. Still above average. Don't small shame him. Yeah, I mean, we're still above average, man. It's barely a difference. We're good, man. Wow, even width too. Not the width is comparable. Slightly comparable on the width. It has a great personality. I bet it does, man. Well, we're about to find out. I actually have no idea. I do see that we're about to take a Twitch ad break. So before I slot in this perfectly reasonable, good personality GPU, I'm going to take a bathroom break as well. So don't go anywhere. You guys are earning points towards the gaming PC giveaway. Of course, I will be right back. I gotta go pee, guys. All right. Still in an ad. It's probably like a 30-minute ad. They have no idea. According to some people, it's a 30-minute ad. The Black Knight, Backlog Gaming, Coffee Plot with the subs and resubs. Thank you. Benchy Gear, thank you for that super chat. Benchy Gear says, hey, can I get a shout out? There you go, man. Thank you, Benchy Gear. 3D 2026. Skyrabbit 300 Biddy says, I just sold an ultra-wide 1440p monitor for Pokemon, an Ascended Heroes bundle, and an ETB. Great deal. Wow, man. I wouldn't know if it's a great deal, but I'm happy for you, man. I'm happy for you. Yo, I want a shout out. Says Owen Snooks on YouTube. Dude, there you go, man. I'm giving out shout outs all day. DJ Panda with the super chat. Have AM4. Want to take advantage of the 32 gigs of DDR4 that I have. I'm going to spend around $1,300 on my AM4 build. Ryzen 5700X, 5070. Is it a good idea to spend that much money on AM4? Or should I get a starter AM5 build? If you want it, oof. You already have a 5700X and a 5070? That's a tough one, man. You could just upgrade your GPU and call it a day. You could go up to a 5800X3D. And like maybe you can afford a 50. Yeah, you could afford a 5800X3D and a 5070 Ti. You could do that with your budget. 5070 Ti is like 1,000. 5800X3D is 300. If you want to stay on AM4 and take advantage of the 32 gigs of DDR4 you have, that is an option. Has your day been good? It has been, man. It's about to be better because here we are with my don't be size shaming me, man. With my 1660 Super going in my perfectly reasonable height Y70 touch infinite. And see, I got my 6+2. Ooh, I want to make sure I don't mix these up. My perfectly reasonable 6+2 power connector. The cable management's going to be a little funky. Actually, yeah. There we go. The other curveball of this entire elaborate plan. I don't know which camera angle is better. Sorry. Might just have to look at my bald spot. The other curveball is I actually don't know if the 1660 Super works. So we're going to find that out in real time. I did not test this ahead of time. I have absolutely zero clue if this is a fully functioning GPU or not. But we're about to find out. Any guesses? Okay, it's officially plugged in. All right. 9800X3D. Change the angle? You don't like that angle? Dude, I don't know which one's better. Backlog, thank you for the 300 biddies. All right, here's the moment of truth. Let's see if we get some sort of action here. Okay. We got a little bit of action on the panel here, which needs the GPU. I see that. Guys, if you could see my screen right now, it's on the screen that I'm not. I think it's fine. I think it's okay. Well, I have a display. I probably should have tested this ahead of time. You guys let me know. Do you think this looks okay? Like, I think we're good, right? That's that's got to be fine, right? Oh my god. I'll give you an updated look on my 1660 Super here. It actually looks a little bit better right now. This is where we're at right now. A little bit better. Hold on, let me zoom in for you. A little bit better. Just some slight artifacting going on here, but I wish I could show you. Let me figure out how to switch displays so it's the correct one that we're. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that might switch it to this monitor. Dude, this is fun. Well, daily driving a 1660 Super sounded like a great idea on paper. You gotta give me that. Watch DDU fix it. It might actually. So the one saving grace we have right now, I'm trying to show it to you, but it's just not working on this display at all. I don't know why. Right? Yeah, you guys can't see anything. The one saving grace is whenever I highlight the desktop, the artifacting goes away. So it might actually be like a driver level issue. At least that's my optimistic thinking. It could legitimately just be the driver. You need drivers for the 1660 to work on both monitors? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna unplug the display out of there. But see, I want you guys to, yeah, see, you're not gonna be able to, hold on, do you guys? I didn't think about the screen sharing aspect of this. Yeah, okay, all right, well, I guess for these streams, I'm gonna have to start doing this ahead of time, maybe. I thought it would be fun to do it as a class. I'm starting to think that is not the... All right, now we're gonna give it a good old-fashioned reboot. I got one screen on here. This might not work. Lock in. It's time to lock in, troubleshooting wise. It's not a completely lost cause yet. That card cooked. It might still be good. We gotta wait. We gotta wait. I might be able to figure this out. Okay, I'm gonna shut it down now real quick. We got the artifacting back, so I know that monitor works. Now let's try to switch it to this monitor. The only problem... Well, never mind. We have several problems here. Jax with 3 and a bit says, I'm in a bit of a situation. I can either get a 5070 with selling my current 4060 and not get an OLED, or I can keep the 4060 and use the OLED. Ooh. 5070 non-OLED versus 4060 OLED. That's an easy choice for me. Yeah, see, I got it over here now. Okay, so we might be good. All right, we might be good. I'm gonna try one more thing. Personally, I would go 5070. What would you guys do? Between a 5070 non-OLED or a 4060 OLED, I'm going 5070. Sadly, no OLED. Yeah, there is just such a significant performance jump going from a 4060 to a 5070 that, don't get me wrong, there is a big jump going from IPS to OLED, but not as big as a 4060 to 5070 in my opinion. Yeah, I don't see a single, oh, I do see a single person that's at 4060 OLED, but it looks like everybody is saying 5070. Yeah. It's just too big of a performance jump. I mean, that's essentially a 1080p to a true 1440p graphics card. Okay, here's the last thing I want to try. If we switch over to here, there's a chance you guys see the artifacting. Once this boots, there we go. Okay, we're making progress. Oh no. Preparing automatic repair? What? I don't have the screen in front of me. I have to like look over at my... Oh man, brother. Automatic diagnosing your Oh no, I think it's gone. Dude, we're good, man. We're good. Let's just let it do its thing. I might have just turned it off too many times. We're fine, man. We're fine. I am slightly concerned for a leak, though. Although I can't see the screen. Dude, I got no solution here. Oh my god. All right, let's do a good old-fashioned full reset here. We might be cucked. We might be absolutely cucked. But I'm not calling it yet. Alright. Actually, no, I don't want to do that. Yeah. Alright, let's turn it on one more time. Milky Way Twitch Prime sub. Painful the 1000 biddies says, if it's the driver, then safe mode should erase the artifacts. I actually still am slightly optimistic that it's just a driver issue. And as long as I can get into Windows, I can figure it out. Also, Windows just rebooted too many times. Yeah, I think that's all it is. I'm kind of optimistic that when I show you my screen, it's going to actually be successfully booting. Maybe. I think we have a chance. Yep, here it comes. Look at that. Let's go. Okay. Now we have another problem. Is I can't see the screen without going to OBS right now. I want to show you guys installing DDU, but I don't think it's possible. I don't think I can actually show you guys DDU right now. I'm trying to think. Snapple Apple with Twitch Prime sub, thank you. Sinners with the 300 biddies, appreciate that. What could I do? What is DDU? See, that's why I want to make the video. But I think I just have to do it myself real quick while you guys can't see my screen. I think that's the only way. Because I can't be looking all the way over there. I can't see it. Okay. I might just have to use DDU without you guys. I apologize. Yeah, so DDU is called Display Driver Uninstaller. Now I gotta reboot the PC all over again. And it's the best utility to completely remove your current GPU drivers before you install them. It's the actual meta of what to do whenever you swap GPUs. There is a super specific sequence of events that you could do with DDU, but personally, and what we do at the office, is we just physically swap the GPU and then run DDU. And that works fine. So the reason why you would want to do that is because whenever you just use Windows to uninstall like your GPU driver, there could be like some residual files, some residual settings, you know. Yeah, see, I gotta do the hard reboot again, or safe mode. And DDU just like completely wipes it all out. So it's just kind of the meta strategy whenever you swap graphics cards. I wanted to show you guys what that process looked like, but I'll be able to do that next week if we do this again with a different GPU. But for right now, my streaming PC is not configured in a way that I can share my screen with a graphics card that doesn't have drivers. Unfortunately, I overlooked that part of it. My bad. There's also a chance that installing the driver does not fix it at all. This is just me being optimistic, thinking we have a chance. The graphics card could actually be cooked too. That's a very real chance as well. Abba with the $5 super chat says, I Frankenstein my second PC due to stream machine hype. I'm missing a GPU. Is it worth going for a newer gen card? DDR5 with the 750 watt PSU on Bazite. I mean, that's a tough question. Are newer cards worth it? Yes. But can you find really good value on slightly older cards? Also, yes. So the reason why I'm slightly optimistic though is because like you guys saw all that artifacting that I showed you, but whenever I open up some windows, the windows aren't artifacting. It's just like some things are artifacting. So I'm just gonna run DDU real quick and see if we get that to work. Sorry you guys can't see my screen. I will definitely fix that for next time. Hope you and the fam have been doing well. We are doing well, man. Thank you for asking. We are living life down here in Houston. Okay. All right. There's my DDU. Downloaded. Now I'm running it. Gotta click through all the pop-ups. Not malicious pop-ups, but like setting pop-ups. GPU, NVIDIA, clean and restart. Okay. All right, DDU is running. 1660 Super was my old card. I have a 5080 now. Nice. That is a big jump. Huge jump. Con with $5 super chat says SATA versus NVMe SSD. Which do you think is better for gaming in the current market? Well, remember, NVMe is significantly objectively better, but the price gap is not that big, even in today's current market. Like the price gap actually used to exist, but like I don't look at SATA SSDs often, but the few times I have during Ramageddon, they haven't been cheaper than NVMe's. And if they are remotely close to the same price as an NVMe, you definitely should not be considering SATA. You might as well just buy the NVMe. Unless maybe in different countries and whatnot, there might be a huge discrepancy. But just remember, NVMe's can be significantly faster than SATA. So it's not really comparable. Overlord with the $10 super chat says, I'm building an AM5 new PC for myself. Would you recommend an RX 9070 or 9070 XT? For a wide array of games like GTA, Rocket League, Baldur's Gate 3, and Red Dead Redemption 2. Both are definitely worth it. It all depends on what price gap you see. Sometimes the price gap from a 9070 to a 9070 XT is $50. At that point, it's like, it's more of an easy choice because I would just do that. $100 becomes a little bit more questionable. And then up to like 150, it starts to become not worth it because the performance jump is not huge. It really depends on the price gap that you're seeing. The other thing to keep in mind. The other thing to keep in mind is sometimes people just want the best of the best. And if you want the best AMD possible graphics card, then the XT is going to be worth it, even if that price gap is a little higher. But what I said earlier is based off of just hunting for FPS per dollar value. So it's up to you. Either way, both are really good graphics cards. Milkman is back on the live streams with the 10 tier 1 gifted subs. Thank you very much, Milkman. We haven't seen Milkman for a little bit. Okay, so DDU has been run. The screen still looks the exact same. So now I'm going to install my NVIDIA drivers and we will get our final answer of... also, for those of you that are probably asking or thinking, do I run DDU twice? Personally, I don't. I just do it once. Sometimes people they like to run DDU 2 times. If I have like some serious issues going on, maybe I would try that, but well, I do have serious issues going on right now, but we're gonna run it once. And now I'm just going to NVIDIA's website and downloading the game ready drivers for the 1660 Super. Those are downloading. Those will take 30 seconds. And then we will get our final answer. I run DDU before installing a new card. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I usually just don't. Or I almost always do not. Still artifacting? Yeah, it's still artifacting. But that was expected. The true thing, the true optimism is the artifacting will go away after the drivers are installed. And if that doesn't work, then the cope would be the artifact will go away after I reboot one final time. And if that don't work, then the card's cooked, unfortunately. Although it could be a PCIe generation setting as well, though. We could hold out for that too. It could be because I'm using a riser cable. It could be a PCIe generation setting in the BIOS that needs tweaked. Let's skip the NVIDIA app for now. Let's just get the driver. Red Leaf with the 2-year Twitch Prime resub says, I've made it to the 2-year mark. Also, what's your opinion on using old workstations for home lab things? I kind of already answered that in this stream. I was saying earlier that one of my favorite parts about home labbing and home servers is you can just reuse old hardware. There is no actual minimum depending on what you're doing, of course. But that's one of the best benefits of home servers. It gives you an excuse to use your old stuff. And even if you have like an old computer that just needs a GPU or, you know, well, RAM and SSD, hard time for that. But like if it just needs like one extra part, it kind of gives you an excuse to buy something, which is fun. But yeah, I mean, old workstations, that's exactly what you do with old workstations, is create a home server or home lab with it. Congrats on 2 mil soon. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Why the GPU switch? Because I don't want to fall out of touch with older hardware. And I want to show you guys what gaming on older GPUs looks like with new games. And I just want to stream more often. It's still downloading the driver or installing the driver. And I just want to, I think it's a fun idea. It's not an actual swap from a 5090 to a 1660 Super. It's just for fun. I think this is something that we could do often. Like we could do a new GPU every week. And then for that week, provided we don't have lengthy issues like we do now, we can just like hang out, do some live streaming and gaming, go over the settings, how these games run, do some mini benchmarks. I think it's fun, man. Okay. Well, the good news is the driver is installed. The other good news is that we are successfully in 4K resolution. The bad news is we still have crippling artifacting. Awful artifacting. It actually might have gotten worse. I'm gonna go into the BIOS and look for the PCIe generation. Otherwise, I think this card is just cooked, and I didn't know that ahead of time. I literally went to the office today and just grabbed what I thought were, or yesterday, just grabbed what I thought was an interesting GPU sitting on the shelf. I was like, oh, 1660 Super? Dude, that sounds like a good idea. I would love to daily drive that. Okay. So I'm in the BIOS. I can, here, I'll give you an updated live peek of what the BIOS looks like. Just because I can't share my screen. Just so you guys know, this is where we're at right now. That's, like, I could game on that. It was indeed not a good idea. Correct. But it's fun, man. How else would I have known? See, you guys are not looking at it the way I'm looking at it. I would have eventually grabbed that GPU off the shelf like I did yesterday for a YouTube video. And then we're gonna, like, I'm gonna get the videographer, we're gonna build it, get the benchmarker, we're gonna start benchmarking it, and we're gonna be like 20 hours deep into this project and then realize this. So it's kind of a net positive if you optimistically really think about it. Okay, where would I find the GPU generation setting? It's different every single motherboard. Oh, that's CPU. Oh, I don't see it. Ooh, I don't know. Oh, there we go. Oh wait, maybe that's not it. I don't think this is gonna work, just for the record. There we go. PCIe Gen. Okay, let's try that. I don't think that's gonna work. Oop, nope, nope, nope. I do want to save. Sorry, I can't show you this. Save. Switching the PCIe from auto to Gen 3. That's my last ditch effort. Sometimes you get GPU issues whenever, especially when you use a riser cable. When you leave that set, I think it got worse. All right, that didn't work. That didn't work. All right. Well, we have a faulty 1660 Super. It's cooked. Actually cooked. Although, there's one more thing I haven't tried. Do you have a different one? I do. I have a backup GPU because I figured something like this. I figured if I do this over like a couple months, at some point we're gonna need a backup GPU. I didn't know we were gonna need it on day one. Eliminate the riser cable. You can't do that with the Height Y70 Touch Infinite. The biggest downside of the Y70 is you can't horizontally plug in a graphics card. The way that the PCIe brackets are aligned, you have to use the riser cable. There's no way to install it horizontally, which is a huge bummer. Is anybody else thinking about the one last thing that I could try that you should do with any sort of GPU troubleshooting that I haven't tried yet? Anybody thinking what I'm thinking? This is some serious optimism here. We cannot remove the riser cable. Try a different driver. That is something you could do, but I don't think it's that. Put in the oven. Door stop. That sounds good. Factory reset the BIOS. You could. If you were gonna like spend the whole day, that would be on the list. Oh, okay. I'm seeing a couple people say it. Reseating. A good old-fashioned troubleshooting technique. I haven't actually reseated it. Sometimes when you install the GPU, you just didn't give it enough love. And you have to reseat it into the slot. So that's going to be the last thing we try. We're also going to make sure that we uninstall the screw that's attaching it. Or else you're not going to reseat it. Last ditch effort. Wash it. You know, the only reason why I still have hope left is because we usually don't let GPUs that are broken sit on our shelves. Even for like the old inventory, we usually we would have figured this out. Like, this should not have been on our shelves if it was broken. We're gonna try it. Just a good old-fashioned reseat. See if that helps. I mean, we got the driver. We got the BIOS setting. Actually, I should put the BIOS settings back to default. I haven't tried that yet either. Actually, let me put the screw in before I install the power cable. That way I don't mess up my reseat. My reseating action. What are the chances that this fixes it? What's your guys' percentage of success that this actually fixes it? Where are we at? I'm actually kind of high. It's definitely cope, but I'm a little high. 5, 10, 70. Oh, dude, I like that optimism. 60. Ooh. Wow. Okay. You guys, I like that optimism. I'm even going to plug it in the screen share so we can all find out together while live if this works. All right, this is my final attempt. 70, if you put it in the oven, it'll be 100. All right. Let's try it one more time, man. I got it on the screen sharing display, so we're going to find out in real time if it worked or not. Did you blow in it like a console cartridge? No, that's next. Thank you guys all for those subs and resubs. I'm going to catch up after we figure out if this worked or not. Looking good? Ah, man. That's a shame. That is just an actual shame. Cool background. Thank you. It's my artifacting wallpaper engine choice. Did he uninstall drivers? Dude, we're way past that one. Not way past. That was a few steps ago. GPU bottleneck. Oh man, dude, it's already 10 o'clock. I'm supposed to be gaming by now. All right, I am gonna set my BIOS settings back to default. That is, okay, I promise that's the very last thing I try. Because I don't remember what I've done over the years to this PC, to be honest. Okay. Save change. Oh, yeah, dude. There's quite a few settings that I've changed over the years. Oh my god, I didn't realize this thing was undervolted. I forgot. I got a little undervolt action on here. I forgot about that. Okay. It's back to default. Let's see if that fixes it. Scrub the PCIe connector with a toothbrush. I am Creek with the $2 super chat says 5070 or a 70 Ti or a 5080 for gaming, streaming, and editing. All three of those are good choices. It just depends on how much money you want to spend, man. All three. Ugh. Dude, that's a shame. I tried it all, man. That card's cooked. That's my next doorstop. Man, dude, that sucks. Really wanted to daily drive a 1660 Super. And that's the next doorstop. Yeah, you can't go wrong with all three of those GPUs. It really just depends on how much you want to spend. They are all three good for what you're trying to do. If you spend more money, you'll get better performance. Could it run AI still? Yeah, I mean, the GPU seems functional. Like, the driver actually installed. It's booting into Windows. It's probably okay. It's just got some slight artifacting. That's a shame. All right, so here's the question of the day. All right, this is the real deal question right now. I'm not particularly happy with my backup GPU option. No, I'm not flashing the BIOS. I would if I wanted to spend the day on it. That would definitely be on the list. But I don't want to do that. I'm not particularly happy with my backup GPU. I didn't expect to have to use it on day one. Oh wait, I have another GPU somewhere. Where did I put that? I had a GPU. Dude, you guys are going to be so mad at me. Oh my god, I almost fell. Dude, this is so embarrassing. I brought a GPU home. Oh wait, no, I think this one's broken. Well, I know I have a GPU. Right here. It was behind. It was meant to be decoration. What is this? This one's got to be busted. RX 6600. I'm pretty sure it's broken, which is why it was on the shelf. But how broken could it be? Please don't be mad at me for forgetting that I had a GPU on the shelf. I know that's embarrassing. I'm almost positive this is broken. Do we try this? Try it? Now, dude, that just made this complication even more complicated. So here's my backup. My backup GPU is a 3060. 3060 is not that old. I don't think it's as exciting daily driving a 3060. Like, 3060 is still good. It doesn't seem like a... I don't know, it just doesn't seem like an exciting GPU to start this project. Do not do the 3060, that's what I'm thinking. 3060 was peak? It was. Well, no, it wasn't. It was never peak. It was peak crypto mining boom, and I paid $800 for multiple 3060s each. That sucked. It was peak scam, GPU crypto mining scam. Shut down. I have a feeling if I plug in this RX 6600, it's also broken. There's a very good chance it's broken. I would daily drive this. That'd be fun. It's also a good looking graphics card. The XFX Swift 210, the Swift 210 RX 6600. Try the. So what do you guys think I should do? We have 3 total options. I'll give you the size test while we use our brain power here to figure out what to do. Do we A, try the 6600, B, use our backup GPU with 3060, or C, go get a new GPU from the office and do it tomorrow? A, B, or C? Where are we at? I think I know what you guys are gonna say. But keep in mind, a live stream with 2 failed GPUs is kind of boring. Everyone's saying A. You guys just want to see me have another broken GPU. Prof Mario with the super chat says, "Hey Papa Zach, my cousin is rocking my old PC with a GTX 1080 and a 4790K. He's complaining about loading speed of games. He's already on a SATA SSD. What should I do?" Oh, that's tough because you can't go NVMe with the 4790K. That motherboard definitely does not have an NVMe slot. Oh, that's tough, man. I think you got to deal with it. And I guess what I would do, just to cover your ground, is to run an SSD health check to see if the SSD has any issues. Just to make sure. But if the SSD is healthy, then there's probably not much you can do, to be honest. Does it have PCIe 3? I don't remember, man. I don't know if you'd have compatibility issues with the PC that old. I see a couple people saying that you can put in a PCIe, like an expansion card for NVMe, if it's Gen 3. Would that work? It might. That's not really my wheelhouse. I've never attempted to get an NVMe in a system that old. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. No way, the man is real? Dude, this is pre-recorded. SATA isn't that bad. Not for what this person's saying. I am Creek with the super chat. Says, "Thank you very much. I'm going 1440p and need a device." Nice. Get them with 300 biddies. And Fate with the... All right, I guess you guys... Fate with the tier 1 resub, thank you. I guess we can try the RX 6600 really quickly. I guess we could do that. Because at the end of the day, it would still be nice, even if we don't have time to play games tonight, it would still be nice to at least have a different GPU in the system. So at the beginning of the live stream tomorrow, we can just play games. But I'm pretty sure the GPU's broken. That one I don't have optimism for. I don't know why you guys do. Or maybe you just want to see failure. Is that all it is? All right, here's the size comparison. 5090, 6600, 1660 Super. There you go. If you needed the size comparison. All right, I don't think this is going to work, guys. I don't think this would be sitting on my shelf if it was... I don't remember when I got this. I don't think this would be on my shelf. Ooh, this is gonna be a tough... That's a really tough card to put the power cable in. Ooh, this is gonna be really tough. gonna have to stand up for this one. Sorry if you see my bald spot. Okay. All right, I'm not even gonna screw it in. I don't have confidence that this is gonna work. Actually, I hope this doesn't fry my system. Northern Lights giving out 5 tier 1 gifted subs. Thank you. Appreciate that. That thing is a monster. Size doesn't matter. All right, let's see what we got. I got it up on the screen sharing. Oh my God, it's broken. Get it off. That was such a bad idea. You guys see that? Brother. Did you see it? I don't know if you could see it on camera. Can you see it now? You did not see it? Dude, clip it and rewatch it. It was smoking. You guys gotta clip that. Please clip. It was smoking. Please tell me that you could see that on camera. Nobody's freaking out. I don't think you guys saw it. I heard a pop. No, there wasn't a pop. Smoke is normal. I don't know why I listened to you. This GPU's going back behind. This is where it was. This is going right there, man. Oh my God, it was smoking. Actually, I better keep eyes on it for a little bit. We don't want to forget about that. Oh my God, it did. I heard a clip sound. No, there wasn't a sound. At least, unless if I couldn't hear it. I don't think there was a sound. It smells like smoke in here. Yeah, dude, I want to watch the clip. Dude, that's great. You guys aren't going to be able to see my screen, but I want to see this. I mean, I stopped it instantly, so like it didn't smoke a lot, but... Oh, wow, you can't see it. Hold on, I'm gonna watch it again. Are you guys watching the clip? Oh, I don't see it. I don't see it on the clip. The sound is from you standing up? Yeah, I didn't hear anything. At least nothing significant. I don't see it. Zoom in. How do you zoom in? Oh, dude, I need the clip on that ASAP. Now you must try a different GPU. Dude, I'm not listening to anything you guys say. You can see it in the clip. All right. The screen I'm looking at for the streaming PC is super far away. I don't see, and whatever this clip I'm looking at, it's very low resolution. Are they all that resolution? We need like a YouTube clip. The Twitch clip. Yeah, it's at 360p still. Can I move it up? Okay, there we go. All right, 1080p is rendered. Oh wow, I still don't see it. Give it away. That was insane. It still smells like smoke in here. Oh wow, I'm really not seeing it. I hope you guys aren't trolling. Yeah, it's so dark. I don't see any smoke in that clip. I didn't see it. I can't, like, are you guys trolling me? I don't see it at all. I'm gonna have to check the VOD or my local recording. Didn't see it. Didn't see it. I saw it. I saw it. Turn up your brightness? Well, I can't do that right now. Oof. Actually, the smell's not terrible. Plug it in again? Yeah, that sounds good. Dude, I'm not turning anything on. We gotta let that thing rest a little bit. All right, well, if I get a YouTube short out of it, it was worth it. There was nothing, Zach? Now you guys are trolling me that you didn't see it. Time for a new build? I might have just given myself an excuse. We're not just daily driving a new GPU. We're daily driving. A whole new system. Now, it came straight out of the GPU. It actually doesn't smell like smoke in here at all, which is even surprising. Now, it came out like right out of the top of the GPU. Oh my God. Ooh, dude, that thing is burning. Still. That smells like pure smoke. Ooh, that's strong. I blame the 12-volt connector. I would like to blame it too, but I don't think that's what's at fault here today. I think my GPU that I told you guys was broken is what's at fault here. I gotta, oh, I can't, dude, I'm gonna die in here. I can't open up my office door because then I'll wake up my kids. We might, I think this stream might be over, man. I think that was it. I think I'm gonna get smoked out here. Let me take a bathroom break. That way I can open up the door real quick and let some fresh air here before I choke. I'll be right back. Oh my God, it still smells. Okay. So, I don't want to end the stream just yet. I think we should all have a quick conversation. I attempted to start a new live streaming series about daily driving different GPUs. Okay, that was the goal. That was the mission of today's live stream. We came up a little short on that goal. And I think we should start to talk about the lessons learned for day numero uno on this GPU daily driving series. If anybody wants to start with the first lesson learned, feel free to share that with the class. Size apparently does matter. Oh my God. All right, that's definitely number one. You are correct. We had to find out the hard way. All right, I like it. Size does matter. Who would have thought? Sawyer with the 5,000 biddies says, "Hope you learned, Zach." I didn't learn yet. Thank you for the 5,000 biddies. Smoking is bad. That one I think we knew. That one I think we knew. What other lessons have we learned? More expensive is better. Valid. That is valid. The more you spend on a GPU, well, dude, every day I think about this thing smoking, so who knows if that's true. I know it's gonna happen one day. My only hope is I catch it on camera. What else you guys got? Never run out of beer. I think beer would have significantly helped us in today's testing. I recently just cracked open a Dr. Pepper Zero. Let's see if that turns the night around. GPUs catch fire even without a 12-volt high-power connector. I'm not 100% ready to let that connector off the hook. That connector is still in my PC. We happen to not be using it. But you never know. It still could be at fault. It's technically in the PC. I have not had a PC smoke without... No, never mind, I have. I've had PC smoke before. What else you guys got? Today I learned manage your cables as you build it. Well, that one we knew as well. Radeon always smokes NVIDIA. Okay. That one's kind of valid. That one's kind of valid. No NVIDIA cards smoked today. Just Radeon. Test before show and tell. You know, I think on a very shallow level, no offense, that's a good life lesson. If you're going to show up to show and tell, you should probably test what you're going to do or what you're going to show off before show and tell. That seems valid. But if you dig a little deeper, we would not be having a fun live stream or getting all this great content or having a life lessons talk if I would have done that first. I think it was a net positive not testing before show and tell. But I do understand your point of view. I think I did the right thing, is what I'm trying to say. This was fun for you? Is it not? A little stressful. Lesson learned, be at every ZTT stream. Because you never know what could happen. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. I had fun? That's good to know, man. Are we clip farming? I'm not thinking about clip farming, are you? Dude, I'm just trying to not die. Skyrat with 300 biddies says, your face when you saw the smoke was mint. That was a crew chief oops face if I've ever seen one. Dude, that's a good way to put it, man. 5 hydrations? I just finished my water, so this is my hydration now. The look on your face when you saw it artifacting for the first time. I think we... call me crazy, but I had fun. I had a decent night tonight. You know? I'm excited that we got... You know, I was debating the whole time. I was almost stressed. I was like, you know, at some point in this video series, we're probably going to have a small problem. That stress is completely gone. You know? Problems here. Now I don't have to worry about it. That geometry dude with the $5 super chat says, I've built many PCs, and in my next rig, I want to do a 2K all-white rig. What spec should I... I'm sorry, man. I'm still focusing on the lessons learned right now. I'm sorry. 2K all white. Remind me and we'll come back to that one. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Bean with another $5 super chat says, right before you jumped up to turn the PC off, you could see the smoke. It gets ejected out the back of the PC by the fan, so it was hard to see at first. Oh, see, I didn't even see the smoke back there. I saw the smoke right here. Like right above the AIO. Because like I said, it shot right up through the GPU. So I saw the smoke right here in real life. This is a pre-recorded live stream. That too. Honestly, the chaos was fun. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed my time. Ruski with the tier 1 gifted sub. Thank you. Wit with the tier 1 resub. Why did it smoke? Well, if you would like the real answer. If you didn't, I don't know how much you could see on camera. This GPU was meant to be decoration here in my home office. And it didn't even make that cut. I didn't know where to put it. So temporarily, it was literally behind this painting of a cigar and whiskey. It was just sitting behind there. Like, it wasn't even good enough for decoration. So clearly, this GPU has been broken for a long time, which is why I made the decision one day. Let's just use it as a decoration piece. I don't remember, but I probably pulled this out of our broken GPU bin. And then in a very, very small lapse of judgment, I allowed you guys to convince me to test it out. It probably works. Just throw it in there. That was my fault. That small lapse in judgment was probably my fault. Not a small lapse in judgment, buddy. It almost worked. We didn't have artifacting. I did not see any artifacting. So technically we made progress. Prof again with the super chat says, I checked the SATA's SSD health already and reinstalled Windows. Well then, yeah. I don't know how much you can make that SSD faster, my guy. Sorry. That 6600 will make the job. What? I don't know what list you're talking about. But yeah, so I think another lesson that we could add to the list is if in 2 or 3 years from now, I forget what happened, what transpired tonight. If you guys happen to see me put this XFX RX 6600 in a build, or maybe I want to like put it on a test bench. So what's the story behind that GPU? Or maybe throw it into my daily driver PC with a 9800 X3D and a bunch of other expensive stuff. Maybe one of you guys can stop me, because I will probably forget. Sharpie label it? I don't think I have a Sharpie. I have a black Sharpie, but that's not incredibly useful right now. I got a pencil. You think a pencil will work? Oh, wow, it does. All right. Do not ever use exclamation point. All right. Now we just got to remember to actually look at that here. I'm probably not going to think that that's serious. So let's go. Fire hazard. I think this is the first time in my entire life I'm writing on a graphics card. Have you guys ever seen somebody use a pencil on a... Dude, this might be a world first. Has anybody ever... Now I kind of want to draw more stuff. Has anybody ever seen somebody take a pencil to a graphics card? I kind of like it, man. It actually looks cool. Yeah. Dude, that's it, man. Draw flames on it. Dude, I don't know how to draw. Here, okay. Is that kind of looking like... I don't know if you can see that. It doesn't quite look like flames yet, but it will after we draw some fire logs. Well, here we go. Hold on. Just stay with me here. All right, now we got the fire logs going. That, yeah. That kind of looks like fire. Yeah. Right? I think that gets the point across. That's weed. Kind of. Stick figure? There we go. Oh, right. We have to write the lessons learned. Size does matter. Got it. Were there any other life lessons I need to put on here? Size does actually matter. Hold on. We gotta decorate the GPU a little bit. There we go. Oh, I almost forgot. Oh yeah. If you know, you know. It's been a hot minute since I had to do that. I'm a little rusty. No smoking? Well, we got fire hazard here. I think we're good, man. If you know, you know. Why is that a lesson? Size does matter? Dude, I've been getting told the whole time that size doesn't matter. I thought that was just objective. Don't miss a ZTT stream. Oh, we should put the date. All right, we got the date on there. Does anybody want to sponsor this GPU? Rin with the Twitch Prime sub. Valentino with the super chat says, "Hey man, I'm watching you from Switzerland." Quick question: I got 99,999 KS in the 2080 Ti, still relevant in 2026 in 1440p? Probably not. I'm sure you can play some games in 1440p, but I wouldn't like. If you want better 1440p performance, there's definitely more to be had with an upgrade. Anybody want to sell it on the ZTT store? No. We take bits. We take bits for a sponsorship. If you would like your name on here at some point tonight, you guys just let me know, man. I'll buy it. How much? I kind of want it now, and I can't sell this to you because if I sell it to you, then you're gonna sue me. We got some room. James over on YouTube says, "Me, dude, I got you, James. I got you. No sponsorship needed." James, there you go, man. I got you. Sell it for parts? Nah, it's too risky. Draw a chicken on it? Dude, I can't draw a chicken. We're running out of space here. Can you open it up to find the smoke? No, let's see if it still smells. Oh, dude, it still smells like smoke. Oh my God, it's like, it's here. Yeah, I don't smell anything right here. It still severely smells like smoke here, and that's where the GPU die is. Oh my God, I smelled even more right here. That's right where the cooler is making contact with the actual GPU die. Or somewhere in that vicinity. That geometry dude with the $2 super chat says, "Me." All right, geometry dude, I got you. Only people with short names can sponsor it. This is the last long name I'm doing. Geometry dude. There you go. I got you. Fly poop with the 300 biddies. Dude, we can put some fly poop on there. Shout out to fly poop. Thank you for the 300 biddies. Northern Lights with the 500 biddies. Dude, that's kind of long. I think I can write Northern Lights up here. Northern Lights has given a significant amount of bits and gifted subs over the years. You deserve the GPU. Or your name on the GPU. John Cena. Yeah, we could put John Cena on there. You guys aren't going to be able to see it, but just trust me. I know you definitely can't see that, but it's on there. Can I sponsor it? Says Zach with a, oh no, your name's spelled wrong. ZAC, I can't write that. I don't write the name Zach incorrectly. Love Nirvana with $5 super chat says, can you make a Nirvana / alt rock PC as ZTT pre-builts? I don't know. I think you were old enough to know who Nirvana is. What? Brother, how young do you think I am? Of course I know Nirvana. Come on now. Yoki with the 500 biddies says, can you put Yoki? I can put Yoki. I got you, Yoki. I'm thinking right here, actually. Actually, we'll reserve that one. We might want to save that one. I got you, Yoki. Yoki, you made it. Yaya with the super chat. 16 gig 9060 XT into a Metalfish T40. I was just looking up Metalfish cases. Oh, dude, it's starting to... We're starting to get some fading already. It's starting to fade a little bit. Put 5090 is better. No, I'm not drawing on the 5090. I'm not going to draw on the 5090. All right. Did we learn all of our life lessons? I think we're good, man. I think we can end the stream here. And, you know, quit while we're up big, right? Lion with $2 super chat says, write my username on the GPU. All right, I got you. Lion GVL. I got perfect space for you up here. Lion GVL. I got you, man. Check that out. Skyrat. Yeah, we got to get Skyrat on there. Thank you for the 500 biddies, Skyrat. I'm running out of space though. We got to stop. Skyrat. There we go. This is just a piece of history now, man. We're going to have to not mess this up. And dude, look at my look at my hands. My hands are covered. Oh my god. This is really starting to... Okay, I gotta be way more careful with handling this. This is a piece... See, now this is decoration. Now I can proudly display this somewhere on the shelf or maybe up on the wall or something, and now it's a piece of history, man. King with the super chat says, yo, put my name with the Spidey logo next to it. Bro, that's just like too demanding. Thank you for the super chat. That I don't like your tone. Yo, put my name there with a Spidey logo. I'm gonna respectfully decline that one, man. That's too big of a request. Life lesson, old as gold. BBZ equals burnt by Zach. Okay, that's good enough. That's valid. That's valid. I think we found what we were looking for on the side. Burnt by... It was actually burnt by you guys. I consider this more your fault than mine, but I can take credit for it. There we go. This is the official BBZ graphics card, or the official graphics card of BBZ, burnt by Zach. That was a good suggestion. I take all the blame, says Pegasus. Thank you. Zachary with $2 super chat says, please read mine, Zach. This is my 3rd super chat. What? What? You didn't read my super chat, Zach. All right, hold on, one more. Oh, there it is. Hey, Zach, we have the same name. Please tell me there's more. Okay. Hey, Zach, we have the same name. I currently have a 5800 XT, 16 gigs of DDR4. Would upgrading to DDR5 be worth it? Sorry, I missed those. I wouldn't upgrade to DDR4 just for the sake of DDR4. I hope we're understanding that you can't upgrade up to DDR5 with a 5800 or any AM4 CPU, right? So by saying you want to upgrade to DDR5, you're also implying that you're upgrading to AM5 motherboard and an AM5 CPU. Will that give you better performance? Yes. But I wouldn't do that just for the sake of upgrading your RAM. Hopefully you're tracking all of that. Yaya with the super chat says 9800 X-Ray-D plus 9060 XT plus 32 gigs DDR5 plus Metalfish T40. Thank you for sharing specs, I think. Thank you, man. King with another super chat says, please, Zach, put the Spidey logo. I need that. Dude, I don't know how to draw the Spidey logo. And I don't have room for the Spidey logo. We're out of room, man. I don't see any spot for the Spidey logo. I think we're done, man. I think the burnt by Zach did it. I think we're complete. I think we're I don't want to draw on this side because then it's gonna get smeared. I think we're good, man. I think the mission's complete. Skyrat with the 500 base says, hey Zach, can you pick a person in chat and I'll gift them a sub? Okay. Thank you, Skyrat. I appreciate that. I can gift anybody a sub. All right. Quick dad joke contest. I need your best dad joke in the next 17 seconds, and I will determine who gets the gifted sub from Skyrat. I need the best dad joke you got. Who's got it? Dude, everyone's typing. I've never seen the chat come to a screeching halt. Everyone's like, me. And then everybody just stops because they're all typing. Oh, dude, chat's moving too fast now. I can't keep up. No, that's bad. Oh, there's so many actually bad ones. Oh my god, dude, I'm scrolling through some absolutely horrible dad jokes. Why don't cows have feet? Because they're lactose? No. No. You're not getting this up. Daughter says, Daddy, I'm hungry. Hi, hungry. I'm dad. Guys, you guys are failing miserably. This is for a gifted sub. Now's your time to shine. What do you call a cow with no legs? Ground beef. Guys, I'm not gonna lie. I think you guys are folding. Why don't skeletons fight each other? Because they don't. Oh wait, dude, the chat's moving too fast. Why don't skeletons fight each other? They don't have the guts. Okay, that's at least a decent one. It's at least kind of decent. Have you heard of the movie Constipation? No? Because it hasn't come out yet. Okay, we're getting somewhere. All right. These are still like not amazing. These are still not quite Skyrat gifted sub worthy. What's the leading cause of dry skin? Towels. So bad. It's so bad. What do you call an alligator with a vest? Investigator. That's too old. That's too much of a classic. What do you call a fish with no eyes? Okay, that one might be it. I think that one might be it. What do you call a fish with no eyes? Alright, that was pretty solid. Write down Cosmoo. Kozmmoo. That's potentially up there in the running. How do you make an egg roll? You push it. What? Oh, nope. I already read that one. No, you can't repeat the same joke, guys. I like the towel one. That was good because it was so bad it turned into good. That's how you know a dad joke is good. My boss told me have a good day. So I went home. I told my wife she should embrace her mistakes. She gave me a hug. Sorry. Sorry to hear that, if true. Why did the IT guy go broke? He cleared his cache. That's relevant. That's topical. All right. I think I got one more left in me. It's got to be a banger, or what was the guy's name? Mazmu? The fish one is gonna win unless if I find one more banger. I don't trust stairs because they're always up to something. No, that's bad. That one ain't it. Why did the bicycle fall over? It was too tired. Oh my god, all right, I think I'm learning another life lesson. I think we need to have dad joke contest every stream. I think that might be it. Right? Am I the only one? I think that might have been the biggest life lesson that we've learned so far today. Yeah, I do this every stream. That's all I'm thinking, man. Why? Oh, dude, chat's moving too fast. Why did the lobster blush? It saw the ocean's bottom. Yoki with the 300 biddies says, I had an interview at Apple. I don't know if this is a dad joke or not, but I didn't get hired. Do you think I should reapply in a month or two? I don't want to seem like a nuisance. Yeah, I don't think that's a dad joke. I don't know, man. I don't think I'm the best person to take advice on that one. Not a dad joke. Got it. I am actually not completely up to speed on the reapplying meta for big corporations. That's not my wheelhouse at all. I have no idea if that's a good thing or a bad thing, to be honest. Why is the ocean so friendly? It waves. Do we even know if that person's getting gifted? Or are we just going with the fish? The fish. That was my favorite. I think that's it, Skyrat. Dude, what if Skyrat just bounced? How are librarians paid? In hush money. What do you call a bear with no teeth? A gummy bear. All right, these are getting a little weak now. Why did the scarecrow win an award? He was outstanding in his field. Okay, that one's pretty solid. I like that one. Okay, YouTube chat came up a little empty. I just scrolled through YouTube chat and it's mostly one person saying the same one. Somebody made a Ryzen 4070 joke. Did you hear about the guy who invented the knock knock joke? He won the Nobel Prize. That ain't it. Why are peppers so nosy? Because they are jalapeno business. What? Skyrat's the GOAT. Alright, Skyrat gave it to Cosmo with the fish joke. Thank you, Skyrat, for the gifted sub. Appreciate that, man. Alright, I think we're good. That was worth it. Thank you, Skyrat. You guys are still just typing in dad jokes. I think that's our signal to end the stream, ladies and gentlemen. So, I think we can all agree that we successfully had a good daily driving a new GPU live stream. I think this experiment worked out quite well. We learned a lot. We got a very cool looking custom art GPU out of it. The first official BBZ graphics card, if you will. So I'm quite happy with how it went. So what we're gonna do is tomorrow we're gonna do round 2 of what GPU should we try next in Zach's PC, and we will hopefully be able to play some actual games tomorrow and do a slightly more chill. It was fire live stream. Thank you. I thought so too. Literally, yeah. Literally a fire live stream. Thank you guys very much for tuning in. Thank you to the moderators for keeping... Well, you guys did a good job other than hiding the bad dad jokes. I would have liked to see a little bit more filtering of the bad dad jokes. I think we could have come together as a team there for a couple minutes and filtered out some of those bad ones. But thank you guys very much for keeping the chat locked down. Thank you guys very much for all the subs, resubs, bits, YouTube super chats, watching the ads so we can do all these PC giveaways. Again, exclamation point giveaway if you're watching on Twitch, August 27th. So make sure you hit follow on these live streams if you haven't already. That way you can earn as many points towards the giveaway raffle as possible. I will be live tomorrow at the same time. 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. I'm going to have a different GPU with us. And we're going to try that. But until then, have a good rest of your Monday. Hopefully you guys have a good Tuesday as well. And I'll see you guys tomorrow night. And hopefully my PC is okay. I'm slightly worried. But I'll see you guys later. Have a good night, guys.